Hey guys, and welcome on back to Building with Whip. I'm really excited to get this episode going. I've actually already done quite a bit of work, and sadly to say, it was going to be through a time-lapse form, and I already recorded an intro. And then we had a power surge in our apartment, and the power went out for a little bit, which means that all got corrupted. Yay, power issues. But anyways, it's all back. We're good to go. World didn't get corrupted, so I don't really care. Everything's fine. Everything's totally okay. What we're going to be working on today is actually working on, last episode, we took a break over in the desert and actually did some cool stuff over there. So if you guys missed that one, be sure to check that out. But what we're working on today is kind of similar to what we did a few episodes back with working on, at the end of it, where we worked on bringing that pathway up there. I wanted to get our official, full-on pathway kind of working on up this direction. So it's going to be going this way and just gradually working up there. It's going to be pretty wide. It's going to be much bigger than that one over there, just because I wanted this to be kind of more of like the locals people pathway that's kind of hidden and really overgrown and goes through the little skinny cave thing. And that's kind of how this area gets up here. But you can see this is only like 2-3 blocks wide at most in certain areas. So it's meant to be really small in here. This guy, on the other hand, it's going to be hopefully going to be wide enough and smooth enough and not that big of like an extreme of a slope, so that we can actually go ahead and get like a cart up there. And I think that'll be pretty cool to see. I got some plans for this area right here, kind of bringing it up a little bit, having a little bit of a grassy area, then bringing the cliffs up finally and doing our little cliff topping point up here. I think down there, I'm not too sure if I want to do that again. We might do like a smaller version of it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I hate doing this, but if you guys are still enjoying this series, please hit that like button. It really does mean a lot to me. I don't think I've ever actually like baited in the beginning of one of these episodes because I'm kind of pretty against it. But we've been going on for, this is episode 80 now, and I'm really curious to see what you guys got to say about the series, what you guys are enjoying from it, what you guys don't like so much. So if you got any comments or concerns, please be sure to let me know down in the comments below, because that's what they're there for. So yeah, thank you guys so much for doing that. I'm really always trying to improve this series, making it a lot better for you guys. This is my favorite one that we got going for sure, and I think a lot of you are thinking the same thing, but things have been a little weird recently with it. I don't know why, it just felt kind of off. So let me know what you guys are thinking about it, where we're going with everything. And it might just be because we're working on this build instead of the castle, that it's something new and people kind of were around for the castle and instead of kind of sticking around for all this stuff. But yeah, that's enough of me asking for likes and all that stuff for this episode. So thank you guys for that. And yeah, let me go ahead and get a little bit of work done. I kind of want to go ahead and figure out what this pathway is going to look like going up this direction, because it's going to take a little while. I got to figure out kind of, let me get up to here, figure out what height that is, and then we'll go from there. It was actually kind of funny. I'm really bummed that the time lapse got ruined, because when I just started it, I was working down here and I hadn't filled in the edges over here, but where I get blocked off the mobs from underneath. And we'll go ahead and jump down here. I'll go back up there and do that later. But you can see down here, there's a lot of mobs under there. Actually, there's not very many right now, of course, when I'm actually trying to show you guys. There's nothing there. Okay. Anyways, though, there typically are a lot of mobs in there. And literally, I placed my first 3 blocks in. Then all of a sudden, 15 zombies came out from behind there. No, I'm not exaggerating. It was actually like more than 10 zombies. And I got like a full set of golden armor out of it, a few carrots, a few potatoes, and a bunch of rotten flesh. So that was super funny. Anyways, that's enough blabbing for now. Let me go ahead and get the base idea for this pathway in, and I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. I think we're doing it in cobblestone, just so it's a little bit different than what the cliff faces are going to look like. All right, guys, welcome to my cobblestone mess in the sky. It's, we got a cool pathway going at least, but beyond that, it's a little worse for wear, and we got a bit of a problem. This is all the stone we currently have to ourselves. You can see we have less than 2 shulker boxes. I went ahead and made another shulker box because we're going to head over and do some mining for a bit actually and get a lot more stone out of the mines up underneath the castle. But check this guy out. I'm really excited with where this path is going right now. It's going to be a pain in the butt to texture up and everything. Hey, there's my bed. I was wondering where I put that thing. But it should be pretty fun. I didn't make it too thick because I'm actually almost out of cobblestone too. The only thing I have a lot of right now, and it's starting to run really thin, is dirt. And the reason why it's starting to run really thin is because we've used 5, maybe 6 shulker boxes already of dirt in that area over there, because we're doing 2 layers to make the terraforming easier. And if we need to make adjustments, we no longer fall through into the death pit of mobs that are below that place. But yeah, I wanted to have this come all the way up here, and I think it'd be pretty cool. And then here we're going to have it kind of split off And this way is going to go up to a further section, and this way is going to go back down and probably cross over, like go wind down, cross over the river right in that area, kind of dip down, and then maybe also cross over the river right down in there. Depends on, I think I actually want to put a waterfall right there, so we'll kind of see how that's all going to work out. But that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm thinking it's time we got to go gather some stone, obviously. So we got our silk touch pickaxe almost all the way repaired up. And we got a few more of them, so we should be good there. But I'm going to clean up these shulker boxes, and I'll meet you guys over at the mines. So I'm down here in the mines now, and we actually came across an awesome little find. This shulker box was just sitting here full of stone. So we got that guy all ready to go, and we can pack him up already, which is going to be great. They cannot go in another shulker box, though. But yeah, so I'm thinking it'd be kind of fun to do this in the form of a time lapse. I want to fill up these 2 shulker boxes full up with stone, and kind of get those guys at least filled up. And then I also want to try and fill up as many of these chests as we can, just kind of seeing what we come across with. So I made a bunch of torches, got some extra food, got my pickaxes. We got more pickaxes right here for when we need them. We got our shovels and all that good stuff. So I will catch you guys on the other side of this here time lapse. Holy crap, guys. We got so many resources. Check this out. We got 62 diamond ore. We got 15 gold ore. We almost got 2 stacks of iron ore. We almost got 3 stacks of redstone ore. Almost 3 stacks of coal ore and 17 lapis ore. And there's a bunch just in the walls and things that I didn't pick up anything outside of what I was breaking unless those diamonds. And they're like right there in the block below me or above me. But like you can see, we have all the gold on the floor there. We have all the coal in the roof there. I guess we got another one right there. But yeah, I didn't want to go out of the way where we were breaking blocks because I was so concerned about getting stone here. I don't really need the other resources right now. I kind of want to just go through it and see what would happen. And yeah, it was super cool. This was actually a really, really relaxing morning for me. I got home from work and was like, okay, we need to do some mining. We need to do a lot of mining. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and probably break out all of the diamond, all the coal, all the redstone, and all that stuff, just so we can get a count of how much we actually got, and I'll be back with you guys in just a few. All right, guys, welcome back to this monstrosity so far. So what I think we're going to do now is going to take all that stone that we've been mining up and try and get a lower wall area placed in here. I'm thinking about doing an overhang cliff, kind of starting maybe like right in that general area right there and taking it and kind of ending it right here. And then I want to do another overhang cliff on this guy, kind of bringing it out a little bit more. And hopefully it should look pretty cool. I'm actually kind of I want this to almost go up kind of using that same curve shape that we did over there and be able to put some grass on both sides of that guy. So I think it'll look kind of cool once we get up there. But that's the plan for now. I'm going to go ahead and get a lot of work done on this lower part here. I won't be able to do this part in a time lapse just because I know I'm going to be hopping off here in like a half hour and it'll be kind of a messed up time lapse. So we'll just kind of cut this one and I'll meet you guys when this one's finished, and we'll probably do a time lapse to try and finish up the rest of the top guy there, and I think that'll look pretty awesome. So I will see you guys on the other side. All right, guys. We've got a lot of work done, and oh man, I cannot wait for this stuff to be actually textured up and everything and looking super cool. And oh man, I have no idea what to do for a texturing palette in here, so if you guys have ideas, please let me know that down in the comments below, because that would be super helpful. I have no idea what to do. We can do it like a stone and andesite, and maybe, I don't want to use diorite, because we used it over at the Castle Cliffs with like the lighter ones. I kind of want these to be a bit darker, but I don't really know what to do, so I'm still trying to figure that all out. And I don't really want to spend hours and hours farming concrete either, so we're kind of stuck on that one, but we're trying to figure it out. So if you guys got ideas there, be sure to let me know. Anyways, this is what we've been working on so far. We got this whole area up here, and I love the idea of having this like kind of smoother slope grassy area that's going to be moving up into there. I actually got this inspiration for this one from the new Ark Survival Ragnarok map. And I don't know if anybody will play that, but there's a part of the map where it's just kind of like a steep cliff on both sides, and there's like a somewhat not steep area where you can walk up to get into like one of the upper mountainous cold regions. And yeah, that's about all I know about Ark. But anyways, I thought that was kind of cool, so I figured I would throw that in here. I'm thinking we're going to widen this guy out a little bit, so he's going to come out a bit that way. I want to figure out what this thing's going to be looking like first. So that's why I'm kind of waiting to do this stuff right now. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do is go ahead and drop this shulker box right here and go ahead and get some more cobblestoney stuff. And where is my bed? Oh, there's a bed. It's in my inventory. Would you look at that? Anyways, we're going to go ahead and go kick this gear in. Bleh. Words. We're going to kick this into time-lapse mode, and we're going to go ahead and see how far I can take all this stuff way down to that way. I'm going to try and work in here from the corner and actually do that this time and work actually from the start at this point. But anyways, before I blab on for too long, I will see you guys on the other side of this here time-lapse. All right, guys, welcome back. So we have done quite a lot of work. That was really awesome time lapse watching it back. Actually, I've already edited up and everything. It looks really freaking cool in my opinion. But yeah, this is what we got going on so far. I haven't gotten anything off to this side quite yet because I just didn't want to do all that dirt work. Just getting things over there quite yet. We're still kind of building it up. But we can go ahead and take a look down here, and I'll leave that there for now. I'll come back and get that because my bed's there, so I hopefully will remember it this time. But it looks really cool. I'm really happy with kind of how the shape of this all works and how everything starts to come together and come into these different layers, and they're also merging together, kind of flowing with each other. This area right here, I kind of wish I was able to bring it out a little bit more at the base, but I think it's okay. I think it gives a very ominous, kind of strong feel that I'm kind of looking for. I forgot that was there, so I'm gonna take that with me. But yeah, this looks really freaking awesome. I love this. It's gonna be very dark up there. You can see that. If that wasn't a stair, we'd have a mob sitting right there. But this guy's looking really cool. I love the feel of this. Kind of as you get farther and farther away, it looks much, much more grand. This grand entrance into our new biome that we're creating here. So you can see we've done a lot of work. Like, this is insane. We've done this over 5 episodes. Now this is the 5th. We have all of this created. This is insane. No, 4 episodes because we took a break for one of them. That's right. Oh man, this is super cool. I'm so excited with all the progress we're making here and everything, and just kind of these different layers and levels we're working with and all this different height variation. This is so cool. I love builds that have a lot of height variation. I think it's going to be really awesome. So what I want to be working on for the rest of this episode is, one, we got our comment or question of the day to get to, and we got to get into that guy here pretty soon. And beyond that, I'll stop jumping on the Elytra so you can actually see things. But we want to go ahead and kind of work on bringing this area right here together. I want to go ahead and get it kind of working all the way out to that point, just so it kind of makes a little bit more sense. And we have a little bit more shape and traction to this area over here. And I think it'll look much, much better once we get at least there connected. Because we do have to take this all the way down that way eventually, and all the way as far over that way as we want to. So we got a lot of work to do. But I think it'd be pretty fun. Anyways, let me go ahead and get some together. Let me go ahead and get the comment question of the day picked out and written up in a book. And I'll be back with you guys. We'll talk about that and work on this for a bit and then finish this episode off. We got our comment or question for the day today. This one's a really quick one, so we'll just go over it super fast. I really love these custom terrain videos. I hope the break isn't too long regarding stepping away last episode to go build on Papyrus for a little bit. And this is from Jess Cater. A few other people left comments like this one kind of as we were going around, just being like, is this really, like, are we taking a break for a while after the episode 78, I believe it was, where I was like, hey, I need a break. We're going to go do something else. And people kind of apparently took that as me being like, okay, I'm stepping away from this project for a long while. But as you can see, we're back here in this episode. And the way I like to do projects is if I get a little burnt out, or if I need a little mental break from it, or if resource gathering is too much, I like to look at what other resources I have a lot of available to me. And currently at this time, I have a bunch of sandstone available to me. And so it's easier to record one of those episodes because I don't need to go do a whole lot of resource gathering and that type of stuff. So that's kind of why we stepped away to jump over to Papyrus last episode. And we might be doing it again here because I actually want to do a few things kind of going into like building a storage room, building some other things, just kind of like that, and getting a library so we can actually put all these comment question of the day books in somewhere so they're not just in random chests around the world. I'd like to have a designated area for them. So that's kind of what I want to say on this, and leave you guys with a question for you guys is, what do you guys like to see as far as the video structure? Would you prefer it being 30 episodes in a row of the same exact project, and then we step away for a little bit, and then not step away for a little bit, then we start a new project and we only do that area for a little bit? So say we spend like 30 episodes building up all this terrain, then we spend like 10 episodes working on Papyrus, then we spend like, I don't know, 10 episodes working on the area out by the castle, and then like we come back over here and spend like another 10 something episodes building up all the mountains and all that stuff. Is that something you guys would prefer? Or do you guys like kind of jumping around, keeping up the projects with new and fresh ones, and kind of just mixing it up as we go? So let me know on that. I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff in place back here, and I'll be back with you guys once hopefully out to that corner is kind of smoothed out and we got a nice little gradient working its way up here. Okay, it's about time we finish this guy off. So I went ahead and used all of our dirt. These are our last 2 shulker boxes of dirt here, and they're empty. We have none left, so I'm thinking next episode we're going to start off with a mass dirt farming spree. But anyways, this comes all the way up to here now, and I wanted to still kind of keep this stone wall kind of in here. I think we're going to actually turn it into more of like a fence structure or something, kind of keeping the road in place. But I want to go ahead and up here at the top, bring this area out and add another cliff section in right there, and then kind of slowly smooth this out into the hill kind of as it comes over here. I used a little bit of dirt to kind of start expanding this guy out over the other way, but this is kind of going to start sloping off in that ish direction all these ways, so it gets a little bit like more grass and everything, and kind of steps itself up and gets a cool look going on to it. But that's kind of because I'm out of dirt. I am out of time for this video because I do not have time to go farm up a bunch more of it, because I think if we do it, we got 10 brown shulker boxes and we're going to fill up every single one of them. At least that's the goal. So now though, we got this area over here, and I got another question for you guys is, what do we want to go ahead and do with this? We can kind of have it all sloping up to about this height and kind of smooth it out, kind of have it sloping up into here, and then kind of what we're doing here, adding another cliff into it, because I think all the cliffs in very steep areas is kind of how we're going to really sell the feeling of this area that we're kind of developing over in this area. I've actually found that looking from the top of the church here, we can make this landing. Oh, almost. So close. But it looks really freaking cool. This area is really, really starting to come together. Totally different than what we had here 2 weeks ago, right? But yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy. It really does mean a lot to me. Please hit that subscribe button if you guys are new and you loved it. and I will catch you on the flip side.